Tuesday, we walked through, no problem. We walked through it. We walked through a couple of things on Tuesday, right? And I asked that I want to be sure that you guys were taking notes of the things that um, I was teaching you. And also based on the homework that I gave you, um, we've gone through your sprint reports. Are we clear about sprint reports now?
So from
Is
it
that
says
clear now?
Your line is breaking
your
up.
line is not clear.
I don't know if it's just
Pardon?
your
Your
line
line
is
is
breaking up just a little.
Okay. Is it better now?
It's
Can
better
you
now.
hear me now?
Yes, it's better now.
All right. So I was asking, is everything clear about sprint reports now?
Yes, based on the points, the feedback and the points you gave us last class on how we should present it to stakeholders, yes.
Okay. Very good. Now, let's go into the planning, into your budgeting. Have we worked on that? You said you were going to show me what you've done. Can I see the plan that you have?
So do you want to, because
You guys are, because what?
the sprint report we presented to you last class was for Team Flex. So is it Team Flex's report you want to see as well? I'm just conscious that Alpha have got theirs as well. Either one we can show you if it doesn't matter.
Okay. Alpha can show me their report, but I'll see their reports. But can I see the plan for both of you? Can I see your plan? Can I see the plan that you've created? Like I said on Tuesday, I want to know what the plans are. What does it look like? How have you made the plan? And how are you managing it?
sorry, Femi, what plan are you referring to?
I asked you to create a plan. Last week we spoke about it. You said you already created the plan. But on Tuesday, because we were busy, we couldn't get to plan. So I'm asking that I want to see the plan now. What have you got for your resources? Like I said, I need to know how many resources, the people working on your team, how much you've budgeted for them. What's your timeline? How long do you have left? How much have you spent so far? How did you spend it?
Okay, so the budget plan.
So we've
Plan.
got a cost plan that shows that's for Flex. We've got a cost plan that shows the breakdown of how we came about the budgets and how much is spent is like burnt per sprint. We've got that, but we haven't got a separate sort of timeline plan, if that makes sense. But we've got a cost plan that shows the budget breakdown.
So how do you know the timeline you're working towards then? If you have the budgets you have has got to go in time with the lines of your time so that you are able to know, I have 3 months to deliver this. Would this be okay for 3 months? Can I see the cost plan you have? Can I see that?
Let me get it up. I'm just gonna open.
How about the other team? Because it seems Kemi's team is the only team that is showing what they've done. Where is the other team?
Hi, Femi. So I've got the
the presentation slide, the one we used. Sorry, pardon my voice, got a bit of cold. Yeah, for the I've got the PowerPoint that we used on Sunday for our demo, and also have the budget tracker or plan as well. So I'm going to show let me just go to the Teams to get it out, and I'll share my screen.
Okay. Please hurry up.
Hi, Femi, I don't know if you can see my screen. Hello?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is what my team, this is what we've done. And this is based on the team formation that was agreed upon by Deji. Deji actually gave us this. So this is what my team actually used, or this is what we've been using from sprint 0 up to the current sprint. And it's been updated till today. And this shows.
Okay, can I see the beginning of this? Because all this 1 1 1 1 1.
So one is to
a waste of time for me. Can you talk me through this? What is this?
Yeah, I was just explaining myself. I don't know. So we have the roles here. We currently have 4 developers and 2 QAs and 2 DAs. We also have the rate for each role. And the sprints from sprint 0, so we actually have the sprint from sprint 0 to sprint 5, I believe. And this one represents when they attend, or it's just to, it indicates their attendance or that they work for each day. And then we capture just 5 days a week as normal working days for a normal IT worker or professional. And then we have the budget as well as the actual spend. And then we have the variance to show where we are or what we've spent so far. So this is what we've done to track our spending.
Okay, this looks bogus, okay? This looks a little bit bogus. It looks a little bit bogus. What is your plan? What is your actual? What's the budget you are giving? What's your plan and what's your actual?
So again, we've not really done the detailed plan. This is just based on, the current team that we have. So it's not like we've done any detailed project plan for the project yet.
You can't say that. You are half. You are almost above half of your timeline. You are telling me you can't say you have a plan. So what are we doing then? You can't say that. You want to have your plan when the project is over?
No, this is part of what we're looking to complete for this sprint.
No. You can't be looking to complete it. We need to have it.
Yes, so what happened is we tried to get the MS project, but we realized that we need to like subscribe to it and
Okay, listen to me.
Okay.
Because you are ADM, is not, in fact, many organizations don't even use MS projects for now anymore, except for organizations that are into waterfall. Most organizations that are doing agile, they wouldn't really have time to be using MS projects. What you've done here is simple enough, except because we're not looking for Gantt charts. I don't need Gantt charts. All I need is just calculation of your resources based on the budget you have. What's your budget? I've been asking. Till now, you still haven't been able to
This
tell
is
me
our
this is
budget.
your budget.
Our budget
What?
is 345.
345.
Yes.
Okay, so what have you planned based on your budget? And what is your actual?
Well, we have the actual here, which is 195,500.
So what's your plan?
It's the same 345,000 based
You
on
planned,
the
okay. So that's the plan that you have till the end of your 5 sprints or 6 sprints, right? It's estimating.
I think their plan and their budget is the same, actually. So
okay. So
yeah.
which means they have a budget based on what they have prescribed. Their budget is based on what they have prescribed.
Yeah, that's
not
right.
What was given to them.
No.
Yeah, because I did not even give anything to them, actually. It's basically like, okay.
Okay.
And I said, okay, I need 5 resources and everything. So, and based on that, so can you go and kind of calculate how much you need to spend? So they've gone ahead to actually propose that, to say, oh, DG, this is what we think we need, right? So, which I think, okay, is okay with me. So if you scroll to the left, right, if you scroll to the left, you can see the resources, right? And basically, I kind of gave them to say, okay, this is how much I can pay per resources. Do you get it now? I say, okay, for an ADM, I can only pay 500. For Scrum Master, I can pay 500. And I need these resources. Technically, I've given them a budget because I've given them the rates and I've given them the resources that I need. Do you get it now? So just give them around, to be honest. Even if you want to look at the other way around, you can say, okay, all right, I've got 400 to spend, right? That's another way to look at it, Femi, right? To say 400. And they've given me this to say is 345. Do you get it now? Maybe the rest is the contingencies, right? That they need to put into the plan, right? So, but this is what they've been able
so
to get.
That's where the problem is, because at the end of the day, they've given you strictly based on what they have planned. There is no contingency. They need to have a buffer because things always go wrong in projects. You don't go strictly just by saying, I have planned 5 resources, and you time those 5 resources, and your budget is based on that solely. We don't do that. Because if you do that, what if things go wrong? Then that means you wouldn't be able to finish the project.
Yeah, what
that's why in Agile.
Sorry. Yeah, on this one now, I think feedback would be good to actually let them know that, okay, can you guys put this here? Can you guys put it here? And so that by the end of this meeting, they know that this is how to do it. Do you get it now? So if you can, okay, all right, this is what I'm expecting. put this.
Nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
Nothing is wrong with what they've done. But what I am saying is this: with this, as an ADM, what I need from them, for example, this is bogus. I don't need them to be listing one day, one day, one day. Guys, I don't need you to be calculating one day, one day, one day. You can just sum it up. How many days do you have in a sprint, guys? How many days do you have in a sprint?
In the real world, 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days. Just sum it up like this. For yourself, you are the ones that would need all the breakdown. But when you want to talk to your stakeholders, you sum it up to say QA, papa, except when they're asking for the breakdown. That's when you can bring it up to say, well, I broke it down to 10 days. And you don't need to do it one by one. In Excel, all you just have to do is times 10. Okay? Equals to 1, and your star with 10. Your asterisk with 10. It gives you 10, and you calculate it together rather than having to be naming Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And when you have bank holiday, you could also put it like that so that the bank holiday will be excluded. Now, with what you have now, calculating this, you have 3, 4, 5. In this 3, 4, 5, if we look at it, this is only for the resources. How about the tools that we're using? Did we plan that? Do we have budget for the tools that we're using? The software we're using? Did we capture that? Guys?
I think
Not yet.
In Team Flexes, I think we did.
Okay. So maybe you let me see. We need to capture that. All right. So we need to be able to reflect that, to be able to know that. So based on what you have here, you have 12 resources. You have 12 people in your team, right? That's what you're saying, right?
Correct.
Good. Okay.
Sorry, Femi. This one now, right? You said, is it fine based on what they've done, right? And the only thing that should remain in is the infrastructure one, which I've already told them they're going to do anyway. They still have that as a tax. So if you let them know what good looks like in this one, right? What they need to add to this so that we can kind of take this one.
Yeah.
But we know that, of course, there are still contingencies, there still be the one that is remaining. Let us just give them, okay, can you guys add this one, kind of, then we can take this one that this is done, and yeah, we move on.
Yeah, for a rough guide, this is just a sketch. It's okay. But what I want to see is what they've spent so far, where we are. For example, I want to see the actual for October. I see that in October, let's say for example, in October, you plan to spend 115,000. Is that what you spent?
I think that's what she was showing in the second tab, right? But of course, I get the point that you don't, like, for you as a stakeholder, you don't want to see those things in terms of the raw data.
No, I'm not interested in 111 day.
Yeah, that is fine. But if you take your eyes away from the 111, right, and you look at it in the cumulative one, and if you click on that and you go to the right-hand side, right, and you can look into that. So what they could do, they could hide those columns, right, for the purpose of you, and say, this is, this bit, if you focus on this, right, this is their actual, this is the budget, and this is the variance, right? I think that's what you're asking for, right?
Yes, that's what I'm asking for, but this is not reflecting what she showed now. So what's the actual? What's your actual for you've shown me the month of October. You've shown me the month of September. What is your actual for September?
Okay, so this is covering sprint 0 till date. So it covers from September till October. Yes, I understand the point you're trying to make. You want to see what the actual spent in September and October is, which is not on this particular sheet right now. But it's an accumulated figure, more like it, our actual spent so far.
So,
okay, the problem.
Olu, if you could duplicate that tab, please. No, the other one, the middle one. Duplicate it. Right-click on it and duplicate. And okay, so now, okay, you can put that in September, right? Just put September on, yeah.
Not even later.
You remove the tracker, just maybe, yeah, and put Sept. Okay, click OK. Then go to the right. Remove the other ones that is not September. Okay. So because you've put this as a what's it called? As formulas, isn't it? Right. So you will adjust yourself, is that not?
Yes.
Then what you could now do after you've done this, you can hide this data because as a stakeholder, what Femi is saying is not interested in those one-on-one. Do you get it now? And what is interested now is that data at the end, which is now, is that 57? That's what you've done for
And I'm
September.
trying to hide this.
Okay.
The
No, you need to remove that one.
is
okay.
Blocking me. Sorry. Blocking my
So
view.
it's not changing, is that? Because you should expect the actual to change, right? Can you go back to that sum again? No, go to the right. Go to the right. No, the September one.
The September one, okay.
Yeah, go to the right. Yeah, then put on actual. What's the formula in there? Yeah. Where is that formula coming from? D9 times.
You see, the problem is, I'm not sure they put this in a formula way.
The formula
That's
is
the problem,
there,
and
wrong.
that's what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is you need to do this in a responsive way. If you have put it in a formula way, the moment you correct anything, it should just correct itself. It should add up. So, but if you don't
need to go to that one.
if you put it one as you have done, you'll be working in a monologue way. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. It will be analog, and your stakeholders can't wait for all of those.
Okay, Femi, if you don't mind, can we fix this? Because I really want us to go ahead from this one, right? If that's fine. So if you take some moment to fix it.
No, but this is the budget for September, isn't it?
No, it's the budget is okay. It's the actual, right, that you are calculating, right? Because that's the actual. That's not budget again.
Yeah, the actual spent, if it's this. Yes.
Olu?
Yes, Femi.
It's one thing for you to plan something, to say, this is what I plan to spend. The actual is, this is how much we get. And that can only come, if we have it there to say, oh, though I plan to spend on 20 people or 10 people for 10 days, I spent on 10 people, or I ended up spending on 8 people for the 10 days because of this, because of that. The fact that you have planned it doesn't mean the plan has to be your actual. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, Femi.
And you see, but the calculation you have here is only retaining what, for example, I don't know, you put there, you said that you have a plan of 30,000. And that 30,000 is meant to be throughout the project for that person. You are now saying that the actual you have is 5,000. The actual you're showing me is just the spend that you have removed. The reason I'm asking specifically for the month is, for example, I planned that I want to go to the market. When I get to the market, I went with 200 pounds because I want to buy tomatoes, I want to buy potatoes, I want to buy rice. Now, with the cost of inflation and things, if I get to the market and I still want to buy the things that I want to buy, I might realize that I might not be able to buy everything because there is inflation. Maybe potato that I was buying 20 pounds before, now I had to buy 30 pounds or 40 pounds. That needs to reflect in my planning. Not only that, it could mean that I get there, maybe I was budgeting 20 pounds for potato, but I ended up spending 5 pounds on it. I need that to reflect in the actual. What you have done now is a linear planning for me. I want real planning in the context of reflecting, this is what we plan to spend. This is how much we've spent. And this is what we have left, because it's never going to be 1 + 1 is equal to 2 straight. The life of an ADM is dynamic. You never have 2 days that will be exactly the same. Am I making sense to you now?
Yes, Femi.
Am I making sense? So that's the reason I'm asking for this plan, so that we'll be able to see it together. Look, for example, let's go back. Please, let's go back to the starting.
What do you want me to go back
point,
to?
your
Go back
spring
to the
zero.
first
Go
sheet,
back
or
to
go
your
back?
spring zero. Yeah, go back down the super fatting budget. Okay, can you see this? This has just calculated things straight. Your agile delivery manager, 500 per day. The assumption in this is that this person has worked from sprint 1 to sprint 3 non-stop. The assumption is everybody.
Not everybody. We had, like, for example, one of our developers, or 2 of them, were not active, and we've had to indicate that with the 0. So that did reflect.
I think which is good. If you go back to the calculation, right, does that reflect on your total at the end?
Yes. If I change this to, say, for example, 1.
Yeah, you can see that it doesn't change. So that's the problem that you have. There's something wrong with your formula, okay?
Sorry, I've got a question, please, on the calculation of the actual. So when we got the day rate breakdown for us to work out what our estimated budget is, I thought, and I think when we calculated ours, it was based on theoretical kind of numbers. It doesn't reflect sort of our setup in our teams or things like that, like use to ADM, use for this, use for that, for example. So we've used that to calculate, based on those number of roles and the day rate, we've calculated what the budget should be. My question now is on the actual. The actual should reflect what actually happens on ground, but how do we don't have anything, any real life scenario to base that on. It's not reflective of the number of developers, for example, we have in Flex team. Unless if I'm just creating, are we just meant to create a scenario to vary the numbers? Or how do we marry that to something that's actually happening?
Okay, good question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So since you've had this, you've got to also play it. If you are doing your role play, you've got to do your role play till the end. You cannot do role play by putting 4 developers and now say, oh, no real developers. You've got to assume that there are real developers. And that's why you're here. That's why you're getting your hands dirty. You've got to be able to plan to say, oh, Ishmael did not come yesterday. Maybe it would always happen. Deji Olawumi would testify to what I'm saying. Somebody would take a leave. Somebody will be off for 2 days. Somebody will be off for 1 day, for 5 days.
Yes.
The fact that we've planned it that way, we've done the role play from the beginning. We've got to end it. We've got to make sure that we take it through. Maybe you ask, do you do your daily stand-up?
Yes.
At your daily stand-up, the wise thing you will do is to check on how many of you attend the daily stand-up in your team.
Oh, the 3 of us attend for Flex just this last few days. Loretta hasn't been in, but we attend.
Only 3 of you attend. Who are the 3
There are
of
only
you?
3 ADMs in Flex. That's Kemi, Chioma, and Loretta.
No, it shouldn't be ADMs that are attending the daily stand-up.
No, you mean the rest of the team?
Yeah, the rest of the team.
The rest of the team, we have our
Most
daily
of them
stand-up.
attend.
Yeah.
So if you have your daily stand-up with the rest of the team, then you need to know who is available, who is not available.
So that's the question I'm asking. For example, in Team Flex, we only have 2 developers working. But in this in the budget breakdown, when we received it for us to calculate what the budget would be, it was 4 developers we had.
No, then no.
It wasn't a like for like.
Then you are shooting yourself in the
I'm
legs.
trying to understand if I misunderstood.
Can I address that? Can I address that?
Yes.
Go
Can you
ahead,
scroll to
Deji.
the right? Can you scroll to the right, please? Yeah. Because I told you guys, you are not the right composition of the team, right? In a REIT environment, you don't have 3 ADMs in a team, right? It's totally wrong. So technically, 3 of you were 1 person.
Yes.
So if you now tell me that 1 person is not active, that means, let's say you work for 3 days, that means that out of the 3 days, you need to mark yourself 0 in one of them. Do you get it now? Because one of you is not active.
Okay.
So technically, you guys are working part-time, right? You are not working full-time. That's what you 3 of you were 1 person, actually. Do you get it now?
Yes.
That's what I said. The same thing, let's say you have 5 Scrum Masters. They are only 1 person. Because you cannot have 5 Scrum Masters in a team, right? It's not done. So now, how many of them is working? Let's say 4 of them is working. That means 1 of them is absent, right? So if they work 5 days, right? Out of the 5 days, you need to mark 1 day as a leave for them. The same applies to the keyways as well, right? You might have 10 keyways, but if only 8 of them are working, that means they have 1 day off. Do you get it now? The developer is a peculiar one, right? You've put 4 developers, but you don't have 4. You only have 2, right?
Yes.
So technically, what you can look into, how you play this one, is to look at that in the sense that, okay, my developers, 1 developer is like a 2 people, right? If one of them is absent, then I can role play it to mean 2 people, right, is on leave for that day. Then by that, this would now reflect yeah, your actual against your budget. Do you get it now?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah,
which is what I did here. Okay, so let's say that yes, maybe something is wrong with the formula, which I will have a look at. But this is what I did here as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm asking for. But you know, in the real, well, to be honest, nothing is wrong with you just putting two developers if you only have two developers working for you, you can just leave it as two developers.
Sorry. The issue, I think you mentioned that in the video. I watched that. The issue is like they have two QAs. Do you get it now? It's weird to have two developers and you have two QAs.
Okay. Well, if it is, I understand. If they are doing manual testing, you can have two QAs. Nothing is wrong. If you are doing manual testing, then it will be a lot. But it's okay to have 4 developers. What you might want to do would be to consider, maybe you take, rather than, just as Deji has said, you can role play it till the end. Make it to be that those 2 developers are doubled up. Otherwise, out of the 3 ADMs, 2 of you may start to act as developers. Does that make sense? You might have to role play that and take the day that any of you, those 2 people, you name them to say you are. But as Deji said, the 3 of you are equal to 1. You can't, I don't need 1 ADM on a team. I don't need 5 ADMs or 3 ADMs in a team. I don't need 7 Scrum Masters in a team. It's just going to be 1 person.
No, I understand that.
Yeah.
It was based on that we built the budget. What I just wanted to clarify is the role playing. Are we meant to role play it all the way through, or is there something else we were meant to be doing? Because I wasn't.
You can role play it. You can role play it as long as you have the real, at least you still have the real developers.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
So you still have the 2 real developers. So you can role play it. It's fine.
That's fine.
Just like this one look far from perfect, actually.
Yeah.
And to be honest, even within your team, you cannot tell me that everyone has been attending the meetings. Everyone has been, like from sprint 0 to sprint 2. To be honest, even in your team right now, I don't think this is it. You're telling me nobody has been.
It's just not realistic. That's what I'm. So the plan. What I'm asking for is something close to reality in your plan. I'm not asking for a perfect thing, but I need your antenna to be opened for you to see that when you are doing your planning as an ADM, these are some of the things you need to put into consideration. Otherwise, you will shoot yourself in the leg. Why? If somebody hasn't come for work, you don't need to pay them for that day, except if they are permanent staff. In most of the work, even in permanent, you still need to know that the budget comes from somewhere. For example, look at here. I have people that are charging daily, £500. Excuse me. And one person has not worked for 3 days, and yet we have put it that this person has worked. That's £1,500 for 1 week only. What if I have 2 people like that? That's the reason this thing has to be a working document. It's not something that we just do once and that's it, and would stay away. This plan is something that you need to check on a daily basis. Your keyways. Let's say you've got, how many of them you've got there? You've got 2 of them. If one of them hasn't come, you don't need to pay them for that day. That's the reason I'm asking you for your actual against your plan. I hope that clarifies what my questions now, right? And what I'm asking you to do.
Yes.
So it could mean that you have planned to spend £10,000. At the end of the day, because some people have called in sick or things have happened, you might end up spending £7,000 or £8,000. that 2,000 can go into something else. Or it could be the other way around. It could be that you've planned 10,000, you ended up spending 11,500. You've got to account for it somewhere. You've got to know the reason for that spend. That's why I don't want you lumping it up and just come to me to say, today, we spent 200,000. It doesn't make sense to me. Because when you get to real scenario of work, then you'll be sweating, even in AC. Because by the time they start to bombard you with questions, you wouldn't know what to do. You will lose it. All right? I hope this clarifies what I'm asking for.
Femi, if you would like to just reconfirm what you would want us to do with regards to the budget. I understand that we need to create or have our project plan, which is something that we're working on. It's not something that one person. We wanted to work on it as a team, as opposed to just one of us working on it, if you know what I mean. So it's part of our deliverables or part of the task that we intend to present in this sprint. However, I would like you to please confirm what you would want to see in terms of our resource or budget tracker, what I currently have.
Yeah, what I want to see is part of what you've listed here to let me know that you have 3 developers, you have 4 developers, and each developer costs 500. In a real world scenario, it wouldn't just be 500, 500, 500 for everybody. There are some developers that might be more expensive than the other one. But I'm just taking this on the face value that for training purposes.
No, sorry, Femi. Yes. We can correct that. Do you get it now? So yes. I think right now they can quickly make the adjustments, right? And change exactly like that. As you are pointing that out, let them be making that changes. Do you get it now? Which I think what you say is really valid anyway.
Yeah. So in my team, I have some people, for example, in this one now, I'm not sure if you have any solution architect working with you. I'm not sure. Do you have any solution architect?
It's not within the team.
Okay. So if your solution or you have a tech lead, or if you don't, that's fine. If all you do is just the developers, there's some developers that will cost you £200 per day. Some may cost you £750 per day.
Yeah, we have tech leads, but it's not within the project.
The tech lead would have to be within the project.
No. So
your solution architects can be on the program level.
Yeah. So the tech lead, right? They have lead developer. Do you get it now? But the tech lead is the one that is in charge of the strategic decision with the solution developer. Do you get it now? So he's in charge of at the program level, actually. So, but each one of these developers, there's a lead developer.
That's one of the things I want to correct in Agile. We don't have position. We don't have lead developers in Agile. In the Scrum team, there's nothing like lead developers.
Okay.
So what we want is, we know that some of those developers might be more experienced than the other. We want to capture that. So we want to see that maybe any of them. So based on your question, Kenny, or Olu, what we want to see is, these developers, are they truly earning 500 per day, every one of them? Is there any of them that is earning more based on experience? The testers, the keyways that we have, DG will tell you, is not every tester that is earning the same amount. Some would earn, some will earn 700, 800 pounds per day, while some will earn 250 or 200 pounds per day. It's just for you to learn that. Let's try to role play that with our role playing. we have data analysts. You have data analysts working with you. All right. So the data analysts, are they earning the same? You have the lead taking 500. The assistant is also taking 500. That won't be realistic, would it? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not asking you to just come up with bogus figures. Please get me right. I just want you to.
I understand what you're saying, Femi.
Yes.
I get what you mean. So
yes.
Yeah.
So once we then look into that, rather than writing 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 like this is monotonous. It's a lot. And if you look at what you have here, you've tried to capture 10 working days. Do we necessarily have to capture 10 working days? Or can we just do it to say times 10? Well, because if you go to MS Project, all right, that's what MS Project does for you. In MS Project, you wouldn't be putting 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Do you do that? You just times the days. That's it. So there is no need now doing this. If you present this to somebody, to a stakeholder, they will laugh.
Yeah, but Femi, this is a learning environment. No one would
that's
ever,
the
even if I'm
reason.
working with an employer, they wouldn't even make me go through this. So this is something that we had to come up with just so that we can present something to the stakeholder. Just so that, it shows that we are actually monitoring the cost.
And I love that. And that's why
we need to
because it's a learning
now.
environment, that's
Maybe
why
we need to correct it now.
That's the reason.
Now, as they are on this call now, be correcting it while it's there. So Olu, please be typing. He said he wants, that one, change that to 10, line E.
Just put it times, just put it 1 times something. Make it.
You can just put 10 there and then put the formula at the end. Right.
Just put formula at the end of it, okay? So that we would know that sprint, all you need to do, rather than saying sprint 0 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you just put the date. You just put your sprint 0, 12th of September to maybe 29th of September. Does that make sense? It helps you.
Hold on, Olu. So if you go to E8, right? So let's say this guy, Agile delivery manager, actually worked 10 days. Put 10 there, right?
10 days, just 10.
Okay. Yeah, put 10 there, right? Then the next line, F, right?
Is that on for Tuesday?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. The one, press that one. Is equal to. Then press on D8. D8. Okay, times D8. Yeah. If E8 times D8. Yeah, enter. So expand that F column. So that is your, you can now drag it down, right? No, down, not side, down.
Yeah, that's the one you need. That's it. That's the one you need.
Yes. So now you can also now play out the other one in the E. So say, okay, maybe the next person is 9 days, 7 days. Do you get?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Then the total, the row 7, right? Row 7, E7. Go to E7 and F7. Align both of them. And then what you need to do, merge them. Merge, yeah, exactly. You know that. Okay. Press OK. No, you need to do it again and press OK.
Cancelled.
Yeah. Then now put this sprint 0 or maybe September or sprint 0, right? Yeah. So you can do the same thing for sprint 1. Then after that, I think Femi is interested in monthly as well, right? You can now, let's say your sprint 1 and sprint 0 and sprint 1 is equal to end of September. Then you can do another column for September, right? And now, add them together. Does that make sense, Femi?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that. So in front of your sprint zero, I needed to write the dates. When your sprint zero is between what date and what date? Sprint zero could be anything. I want to be able to know what we're tracking.
Yeah, I know the date was or something. It was 16th, oh no, 18th of September, I believe. I'm not sure what date.
Make it look better, okay? That's all. Sprint
Okay.
zero, just let the dates, you know, it can look much better than this.
Okay.
Yeah, you can put the dates on the lens line. You know how to do that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so does that mean we're getting rid of this then?
Yeah, you can. Yeah,
I don't need that. I don't need
Yeah.
all of those anymore.
So we'll repeat the same thing here for
Yeah. Mhm.
So you can delete that from the top, right? Delete F, F and
From G,
F
not
and
F. From
sorry.
G to N. Don't delete F.
G.
It wouldn't delete because you need to take, yes, you need to take everything. Yes, that's it. Yeah.
So then, as you can see, you got sprint zero at the top. So you're going
So
to
just write dates at the bottom. You
at
don't
the
need to
bottom,
write sprint zero anymore.
Yeah.
you said to write 8.
Dates.
No, on row
dates,
7. Row 7.
Dates. On your row 7, just write
row
the
7,
dates.
F7. Yeah, E7
So just
rather.
the dates.
E7.
Look
E7.
at it. You
Go to
already
E7.
have sprint zero on E6, right?
Yes.
There is no need writing sprint zero on E7 anymore. That's what Deji is talking about. E and F to 6, you can see you have sprint zero at the top of it. You are duplicating sprint zero by writing it again on E7. You are in the wrong place.
No, you mean here. Is this what you mean?
Yes.
E7.
Yes.
E7.
Go to the
E7.
E7, the one below
The
that.
next one.
So
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to remove the dates. It's just sprint zero you need to take off.
I get it.
Just
And then
take,
you need to put the end dates as well. End
that's
dates.
it. So from 18 to, you don't need to put 18, 9, 23. Just put 18 to something 09. Does that make sense?
18/9. You need to put the month now, isn't it?
18/9. Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
if it doesn't slip to, if it slipped to another month, yes. But if not, just put it. There's nothing called 1819. Is it
That's the
1809?
typo. Femi, please be coming down.
Yours is,
Oh,
you know, he doesn't want you to make any mistake at all. That's the problem.
that is it. So baby.
Okay, no problem.
So that would be times. It's going to, I mean, of course, this will change, isn't it? So, oh, I didn't get the formula. No, should be. I'm gonna copy it from here. No, let's just.
Okay, what year are we talking about?
I'm sorry?
You wrote 1809 to 2609. What year?
You were the one that said not to put the year there.
I didn't say don't put the year. I said don't bother with writing 1809 2023, then 2609 2023. I said that's a lot.
Okay.
I said if you're writing, you could write from 08 to 20 something or whatever and you put the month, and then you put the year. But if you just put that without the year, then we don't know the year you're talking about, right?
Okay.
This can be picked up in the next 2 years and the next 3 years.
Another thing you could do also is to copy that line and put it on E6 actually, right? Instead of putting it down, because you want to put a title on that on row 7,
You
right?
mean the sprint 0 to come here?
No. The date.
Yeah.
Copy the date. Copy the date. Copy the date. All right. Then go to F7. Click on that one. Okay. Go inside. Then press Alt Enter. Alt Enter.
Alt Enter.
Then paste what you copied. Then enter.
Okay.
So then the F on row 7, right? Remove that. Remove everything. Okay, and then remove or merge them, right? So now you know that there's a rate, and also there is, you need to put the number title right at the top.
Oh, you mean here?
Yeah.
No. The normal headings.
Yeah.
For example, on your E7, you want to put the number of days that people have worked.
The days the person worked.
Number of days. And then on the next one, you know what you want to put.
You can just put days now.
Okay.
This
right?
This is fine.
Okay. And this can be the
amount paid or something.
That will be your actual, right?
Actual amount spent. Actual.
Just put actual spend. That's all.
actual spend, right?
Spent, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Now you need to repeat that for this next one. You can copy the formula that you have here and just repeat it for your sprint 1. Your sprint 1 now would be another day.
Hold on, before you copy the formula, you need to do something, right? So go to that formula, right? Go to that formula. So what you need to do, E8, right? You need to put the $sign on the E at the beginning of the,
it's not dollar, it's pound.
It's dollar now.
It's $sign.
Because it's America now. It's American. They will not use pound now.
It's euro.
It's euro. They say it's euro. You should put euro there. Is equal to $? That's what you need to do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. Enter. Yeah. No. Okay, you need to drag it down. Hold on. No, sorry. I think it should not be E now. It should be D, right? D is the one that you want to sustain, right? Remove the $. From
E times D, isn't it?
Yeah, but you don't want the EA to change when you move to line H, right?
Line G, column G.
No. Let's say copy, because line G, you will need to put the days there, right? That is the day for sprint 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, can you put something there? Right.
Can I just say 20?
No, you don't need that. You don't need to change that, right? Yeah, that
Okay.
one still remains. Yeah, that's the one that you need to change. So how many days does this guy worked in sprint 1, right?
Well, we can just say maybe 7.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So then the next, yeah, okay. You need to put that formula you put there again. So copy the formula. Okay.
Change that
All right.
to-
So yeah, this is where you get it wrong, isn't it? So yeah, okay. You need to go and let Excel.
Sorry?
Yeah, you still need the power of Excel anyway. So remove the dollar. The dollar should not be there, right? Remove the dollar here. So it should be H8, right? Times D8.
Sorry.
Yeah. So D is the one that you need to put the dollar in before the D. Because D will remain constant, right? Because you are not moving that, okay?
Okay.
You need to
Yes.
expand the color.
It should be G8.
G8, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, G, yeah. Okay, yeah. So now, Femi, this one will now get to October, right? Because you are talking about September budget. Do you still need that? Or you are happy for them to do it per sprint? Is Femi there? I think it's okay. I think we lost him. Okay, all right. So what you need to do now, remove the I to P, okay? Remove column I to P. Yeah. Okay. Then copy row E7 to E6, E7 and F7. Copy E7 and F7. E7 and F7.
E7 and this one. Okay.
E7 and F7, E7 and F7, E7 and F7. Copy both of them, right? Okay. Copy and then paste them, yeah, and paste them there. Okay, cool. All right. So what you now need to do, copy line G8 and H8. Copy them. Yeah, both of them, the two. Copy that.
Okay.
Okay.
G8.
Copy those two. Yeah, copy that. Okay, and paste it next. Okay, and also before you go, go and also paste it in S7, S8 as well. Yeah, paste it there as well. Okay, all right, cool. Then remove K to R, line K to R. Column K to R, yeah, thank you. Oh, I think yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, cool. expand column L now. And you can remove column M to T, right?
Let me just, I need to move this panel, okay. Yeah, you said to remove what again?
No, column M to T. Column M to T at the top.
To remove.
Yeah, delete it.
Just like you deleted the other ones.
Yeah.
You have to delete it, otherwise it will stay with there.
Yeah, sorry. I think we lost you, Femi. I didn't know you were back.
Yes.
So
yes,
what I
you.
wanted to ask, so you were talking about the monthly budget, right?
Yes.
Because this one will not give that figure. Are you still looking for that, or you are okay with it?
I'm looking, this is
print?
okay. I'm
Okay.
looking for that in the sense that they should be able to calculate that based on what they get from 2 sprints gives them 1 month. It's easy.
Okay. So they
Do you
can just do
understand?
2 sprints instead of okay.
They can just look at it. You just look at it. Oh, this sprint, that's what we spent in September. This one, that's what we spent in October. That's easy, isn't it?
Okay.
Now, the whole essence of this is so that iteratively you are monitoring your spend and you are able to say, this is what we want to be able to compare what you spent in October to what you spent in September. Why would September be lower? What happened? Was it that there were holidays? Was it that people were not coming to work? We need to know all of those. Don't forget, Scrum is empirical. When we're doing Agile, we're working by data. Does this make sense, guys? You're quiet. You're focusing on the plan now, right? Everybody.
It makes sense. So if
Nobody is listening anymore, right?
We are listening.
we're listening.
Okay. So it's just important for us to know what you know, per sprint and per month, and then because you only have 3 months to do this, right? So that would also drive some of the things that we were talking about. Okay.
And do you want them to also do sprint budgets, like maybe put a column before the actual to put the budget?
They actually have it already. They have their sprint. They have the budget for everything, but they have their actual. What I really need is their plan and actual for the sprint, especially financially.
Yeah, for now, they got the actual, but there's no plan for the sprint. So
okay, so they need to have their plan for the
yeah.
sprints to say, this is what we planned for the sprint. This is the actual
for the sprint. So Olu, if you go to column H, right? Click on column H and insert another column before that. Okay, and then you can, yeah, that's fine. So you can now go to H7 and put plan there. And then if you go to
no,
H8,
it's got to be double N-E-D, planned.
Okay, H8, then you can now say is equal to. So scroll to the left. What's your budget on the left other side? Go left, yeah. So your rate, right? Click on the rate and times. Click on the C7, C8, then press enter. But now change C7, because I don't think you need that. Change that C7 to days now. The planned days, right? How many times is this person supposed to work in a sprint, right?
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going to leave you to finish this up, right? Is that okay?
Okay. I'm going to be here anyway, but I trust I'll do a bad job anyway. So
I've got
yeah,
a question before
but
you
it's
go.
fine. So if it's bad
No,
job,
you
can
won't.
just blame them
Don't
anyway.
worry.
I've got a
I'll just
question.
say, yeah, before
You won't do a
you
bad
go, they
job.
got question
Before
for
I
you.
go, yeah, please
I've got a
ask me.
question before you go, Femi. So when you say in terms of you want to see our plan, is this what you're referring to? Our cost plan, budget plan, not that it's this and then a separate plan aside from that, because I want to be sure that I've got it clear.
Okay. Now, you know that in real waterfall setting,
Yeah.
we have a plan that we call plan in itself.
Yes.
Within your plan, in waterfall setting, you have your rates log incorporated into it. You have your dependencies incorporated into it and things like that.
Yes.
I'm not looking for that
Okay.
because that would be unnecessary work for you guys.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm looking for is iterative, something simple like this that can guide your planning. If you still want to do the waterfall thing, I don't mind, but nobody has time to be doing all of those anymore. So if you go to any organization now, nobody is looking for endless projects.
They don't use that, no.
We don't use it anymore. All right. So these are things that, just as the way that I've asked you to put it now, these are things you would see. So all other things that are missing from this, I just need you to add it to it and make it concise, make it look neat. At the end of the day, when I ask for details, this is what you show me, but you get the figures out to be able to do your report. I don't need this to come into your report. The figures is what I need, except when I ask for it, that's when you present this. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
This helps you to have the breakdown. This helps you, especially with some of the formula and things that you've put into it now. It helps you to be able to know, oh, I have 10 people working for 10 days. This is what this person charges for 10 days. Oh, this person hasn't come to work for 2 days. This person only came 3 days or 5 days within this sprint. It shouldn't be that somebody hasn't come to work. Why should I spend money on that person? All right? And then we put that with the overall budget that we have. That's what will guide us to know how good we're doing. Don't forget, Scrum, Agile, we're empirical in nature. We work by data. We want to see data. We want to see why you've spent X, Y, Z. Now you are in the 3rd sprint, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
If you have a budget of 300,000 and you have spent 200,000 out of 300,000, then I need to know what's the confidence that we have that you're going to have enough money to finish the project. Does this make sense?
Yes, it does.
And with what you have now, you haven't even put infrastructure into it. All right? The tools you are using, they are not here yet. All right? Did I answer your question, Kemi?
Yes, you did.
Any other question?
I have a question, Mr. Femi.
Yes, Dale. Go. I'm listening.
what happens as an ADM or project manager for sprint 1 and 2, you mistakenly spend more than you're supposed to spend. What should you do, or what are you expected to do in order to make things the right way? What's the advice you give?
Okay. Okay, that's good. So you need to know why you spend more. You need to first, because if you don't know the root of the problem, you won't know how to fix it.
Correct.
Why did you spend more? Was it because you didn't know it will cost you that much? Was it that the budget that you are giving was too little? We need to know all of those. And then that would then inform how we're going to plan for sprint 3. And if it is a mistake from your end, then you need to be able, no matter what happens, you still need to bring it to limelight. You need to bring it to the attention of your stakeholders to let them know, guys, for sprint 1 and 2, we planned that we were going to spend 20,000, but we were over ambitious. Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
Oh, we were over ambitious. Actually, 20,000 wouldn't do it. I've realized that in sprint 1, we spent 30,000. Sprint 2, we spent 32,000. Why? This is why. For sprint 1, we had Ahmed that we had to bring from India. We had James that we had to bring from the US, and we had to pay for their hotel. We had to pay for their flight. We had to do X, Y, Z. Then we realized that the developer that we thought was able to do X, Y, Z couldn't do it. We had to get somebody else, but that was more expensive. But you need to know that you carry them along as well, as you are talking all through all of this. Okay? Then realistically, that's just a scenario that I've given you now, or some scenarios. Then you'll be able to let them know that going forward, realistically, it might be that on a sprint basis, it will be costing us 35,000 or 40,000. You have to be open about it. Now, if the sprint 1 and sprint 2 had been your error, your own mistake, maybe you overpay some people, or you didn't plan for some things, you just need to own up to it to say, well, actually, for sprint 1, I was thinking that these guys were overpaid. We've had to let them go to get a cheaper resources, or it's cheaper resource to help us. So now we've been able to bring that cost down. We will not be spending, we were paying 750 for 2 developers before. Now we've gotten cheaper developers that are doing exactly the same thing, and they are charging us £300 per day. So which means for this sprint 3, sprint 4, we wouldn't be spending as much as that. But you also need to put some of the contingencies, some of the other things that you've done, and some of the risk that you've envisaged with changing people. You need to put all those into them as well.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Deji. All right, guys. So we'll catch up again. Can I leave you with this?
Yeah, that's fine. But you know, I've already put my disclaimer right, so
don't worry. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't worry.
So you can blame them if I didn't do very well. So of course I'm not to blame. Anyway.
I trust you. Don't worry.
All right. Thank you.
Guys. Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Thank you. Good night, Femi.
Have a good evening. Bye. Good night.
Okay. All right. Let's do. I think it's good to just finish up with this one anyway. If it's going to be 1 or 2 lines that we're able to kind of done, then you guys can finish the rest if that's okay. So another thing that I know you might also ask for is the variance for each of the sprints. Okay. Since we already started for sprint 1, so if you can copy column H, right? Column H, yeah, copy that. everything. Or before you copy, hold on, click column H first. Click the O column H, insert a column inside.
In between or
hold on. Undo. I think it should be before column A, J, I think, yeah.
before column G.
J.
This
insert
one?
Yeah. Insert a column there. Okay, cool. Then on J8, go to J8 after the actual spent at the top. Sorry, I mean 7. Is that 7? Sorry, J7, and just put on topic variance, right? Variance, like you've done in the last one, isn't it? Yeah. Then at the bottom, equal to H8 minus I8. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's variance. Okay, so we got the 4 columns that you need to repeat for each one of this one. Do you get? Okay, cool. So you can even, okay, I like it again. I like the J, right? Because you want to change the format and you don't want that minus. I liked everything down. And right click and go to format. Right click, format, number format, yeah. And go to numbers at the top. Or currency. I think currency will be the best anyway. Currency after the number. Yeah. So you want to select the one with minus, with the red actually. Maybe, yeah, maybe, or that one. Yeah. So yeah, that's fine. So that you can see the red like that. Yeah, which makes a lot of sense. Do you get? So what you just need to do now is to copy, yeah.
This would be actual days.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you want me to copy?
Yeah, you can do the same thing for the G as well, right? Yeah. So to be honest, you can copy G to J, column G to J, and duplicate it across the others. Do you get?
Okay. Can I just copy from here?
Yeah, that
From
also would do. But you can copy everything like that. Yeah. Okay. Copy. Then go to line K. Click on that and insert row. Insert. Right click. No, insert copied cell. Right. Okay. Then we can just change the label. Yeah, the stripe. Yeah. To a different stripe and just change it to sprint 2. You need to press enter first. Yeah.
choose anything.
Okay, yeah. So then that's you done. So you can do the rest. So let's go to the latter part, the last part, the aggregate actually. You can do for sprint 2. Yeah?
Sorry?
Yeah, I said you can do the rest, isn't it? Or do you want
just
to do
copy
okay, all right. Let's copy then. Okay, no problem.
I think it's
K to Okay, you need to change the N as well. And the stripe on the end, yeah. N6, up, that one. Yeah, you need to change it to the field. Yeah, you need to change the color.
Let's make it.
No. It has to be the color that's there now. Click on the color.
So it must be the same as
this. Yeah, it has to be spring 2 as well. Yeah. Oh, what happened?
It's okay. I'll go back.
Okay. Just click on the, just click that one. Yeah, that's it. And yeah. Then copy the K to N and paste it again.
Yeah, but this is the actual for this.
Hold on. So the planned, what happened is showing 35. Can you check? That formula is wrong, right?
Which one is that? This one?
L8.
It should be correct, Mr. DJ, because if they are working for 7 days, multiply with the actual 3,500.
That's 35,000 now.
It's
L8.
multiplying the whole thing.
It's 3,500.
L8 is what I'm saying. L8.
It's not looking at the day rate column anymore. It's looking at something else. It's looking at
this. This one you mean?
Yeah, that one. So can you put your mouse on it? Can you put your mouse on the top? Where's H8 and G8? Where's that? Just click on that, yeah. Yeah,
it's correct, isn't it?
It's correct, Mr. DJ, because that's the amount that is planned to be paid.
It can't be correct because that is multiplying the actual and the plan for sprint 1. But you are in sprint 2, right?
It's because it wasn't when we copied it over, they were not locked to only look at the day rate column.
Yeah.
And look at the actual column. So every time you copy it over, you need to check the cell reference or lock it. Or
you need to lock it. So let's lock it. Put your go to H8. No. Press enter on this one. Press enter. Go away. Escape. Just escape. Okay. Go to H8. Okay, so this is saying, can you put your mouse on that one, please? Yeah, go inside the formula. So this is, yeah. So that C, you want to remain the C, you want to block the C, put a $sign before the C. And to be honest, why do we need a plan for every sprint? Because it's not going to change, right?
No, it's not going to change.
So we could just put it at the beginning before E, right? Before E columns. Would that not make a sense, right?
You mean this one?
Yeah, just create another what's it called? Another columns there, another column on E, before E. Because that will not change, just a planned, yeah.
But we have planned days here.
No, the planned amount now.
Oh, right. Planned. Is that it?
No, it's not the actual, it's still the amount, or I don't know what.
Planned spend.
Spent, rather.
Is that right?
Spend with a D. So what you plan to spend or planned cost or something like that.
Yeah, so you can't say plan spent, isn't it? Because you don't spend your plan. Do you get it now?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe cost is another way. I don't think you'll be the plan spent. Do you get it now?
That's it.
Or cost.
Yeah, you can speak to him and look at the best title to get anyway. But yeah, but I would say maybe cost or
Yeah, I think
planned
cost. Cost will do. Pardon?
No, planned. Yeah, planned cost.
No, I said planned cost.
Okay, so now you multiply the C times D, right? It's equal to C times D. Okay. So now what we now need to do now. So if you go to if you go to I, remove the I column. Okay.
Exactly.
Because that is redundant now. So now on the variance now, click on the variance is equal to put equals.
I should put what?
Equals variance. No, remove everything. Just leave it equal, okay? Okay, now the variance will be your planned, right? Minus your actual. So if you go to, that is, yeah, that one, yeah. E8 minus I8, right?
No, okay,
I8.
yeah, wait, one, sorry.
Yeah. So while you are there, can you put percentage or sorry, dollar at E8 because that will not change. Okay, yeah, E column 8 will not change. So then, okay, then press enter. Okay, drag that one down. Okay. So, and on the L, remove L. Column L, remove column L. Remove the column. Remove
the column
everything.
itself, okay.
Column. Yeah, because we don't need the plant again. Okay, then copy the inside of H8, and to down up to J19.
The inside of the column.
Yeah, from H8, inside from H8, copy down, yeah, copy like that to
variance.
J, yeah, and down. Copy. Paste it on K8. K8. Paste. Paste. Okay, go to N8 as well and paste it as well. Okay, yeah. Okay.
So this would be.
No, it's the match they are looking for is on the left now.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one, yeah. You need to now press it again.
I need to press which one?
No, you need to match the cell as well. NOP, right?
Yeah.
With you, yeah. Okay, cool. So that is fine. So now what you need to do, right? So we've not done sprint 0, so you need to look at sprint 0 as well. Just copy, okay, insert another column, right? Between G and F.
Between G.
F and G, yeah. Another column. Then copy what you did again on, like, what's that? I7.
Yeah, what I copied, okay.
No, go to I7 at the top, because you want to copy the heading as well. No, do not down. From actual days on, yeah, copy that, yeah, up to the variance. And down. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then go and paste it, copy that, paste it on F, yeah, from F7.
Yeah, so
Next one. On F, that is G, you're on G. F7 at the top, up.
Here.
Yeah, paste it there. Yeah. Okay. So now you have sprint 0, sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3. But of course, you have to also add the dates later, right? For all these sprints. Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to sprint 4. Should I leave you with that so you can do the rest? You know what to do, right?
Mr. Deji, please, let's finish this. I'm sorry.
I'm jealous, so Mr. Deji. CEO, you are helping them to do the assignment. Our time, we never saw you with our eyes. You see,
there's always one team
because
that
this set
Yeah,
is precious.
so it's true.
This set is precious.
Okay, have you heard?
What makes them precious,
Okay.
Mr. Deji? Yeah,
Mr. Deji, you're looking for war. Yeah, we want to start war with us now.
Do you know that sorry, I'm a ghost preacher. I said even in the womb, right, they favor some people than some, even though they've not done anything wrong.
I'm jealous.
That's not nice.
Jealous.
That's not nice.
I'm jealous.
You're provoking jealousy now.
I'm already in the jealousy spirit now.
No,
see.
You do read that Esau did not do anything wrong.
It doesn't matter. We're not in the time
The CEO is there for you people at 1 a.m. in Germany.
Honestly,
it's unbelievable. We do. I'm jealous. I'm beginning to get jealous.
We will not forget.
I will not forgive.
I don't want them to be like yourself. I don't want them to complain.
Okay. All right.
Oh, that is why
you got my point now, there, right? You got my
point. They are petting you people so much.
So is the feedback from your set? That's I'm trying to correct. Do you get it?
We got our eyes on you.
You got my point. Delete that one. Let's go ahead anyway. So
the CEO is there to pet you people.
Instead of him to go to sleep, I prepare for tomorrow.
I guess we can stop recording then, because Kemi is still recording, isn't she?
Yeah, keep recording. It's important to start record.
We all need
to
go back to and watch again.
Stop recording, please.
Yeah, I was thinking Kemi should stop recording. That's